In the grand city of Agra, where Emperor Akbar ruled with wisdom and might, there lived one man whose intelligence was unmatched, Birbal, the jewel of the Mughal court. This story begins on a sunny morning when a troubled farmer rushed into the royal court. A humble farmer from a nearby village ran into the Diwan-e-Khaas, breathless and anxious. He bowed deeply before Emperor Akbar. "Jahapanah, please forgive my intrusion. I desperately need help." Akbar looked at him kindly. "Speak freely, my good man. What troubles you?" "My camel has gone missing, Your Majesty. He is everything to my livelihood. Without him, my crops will die. Please help me find him." Akbar turned to the courtiers. "Who among you can help this poor man?" But all eyes turned to Birbal, who smiled gently and stood up. "With your permission, Jahapanah, I will help." Birbal, the farmer, and a few guards rode toward the village. After some distance, Birbal suddenly stopped his horse and examined the dusty road. He knelt down, picked up some sand, and looked closely. The farmer asked eagerly, "Have you found something, Birbal-ji?" Birbal smiled. "Yes, your camel passed through here." The guards looked at each other in disbelief. "But how can you tell? There are no footprints." Birbal pointed carefully. "Notice how the grass on the left is eaten, but on the right it is untouched. Your camel must be blind in one eye. It only ate from the side it could see." The farmer gasped. That is correct. My camel is blind in one eye. But how did you know?" Birbal simply winked. As they traveled further, Birbal bent down again and studied the path. The prints are deeper on one side. Your camel is carrying a heavy load, but only on one side. The farmer nodded again in amazement. "Yes, only one of the sacks was full when he wandered off." A little further ahead, Birbal found another clue, a small piece of cloth. The camel carried a sack of grain, and it must be leaking. Look at the trail. Indeed, a faint line of grain lay scattered on the road. The guards were astonished. Birbal had never seen the camel, yet he seemed to know everything about it. The grain trail finally led them to a small hut at the edge of the village. 3 men stood outside, looking nervous. Birbal asked politely, "Have you seen a camel pass this way?" The first man shook his head quickly. No camel." The second man stammered, We didn't see any camel." The third forced a smile. "Why would a camel come here?" Birbal studied their faces. Then he looked at their feet, covered in fresh camel dung. Birbal folded his arms. "Strange. You say you haven't seen a camel, yet you have camel dung on your shoes." The men froze. Birbal continued, "Not only that, your hut smells of fresh straw and camel sweat." The farmer cried out, "So you stole my camel!" Caught red-handed, the 3 confessed and brought out the poor camel tied behind the hut. Back at the palace, Akbar listened with great interest. "Birbal, you solved the entire case without even seeing the camel. How did you manage such brilliant deductions?" Birbal bowed. "Jahapanah, the world speaks to those who observe. Every leaf, every footprint, every grain tells a story. We only need to listen." Akbar smiled with pride. "Truly, Birbal, you are the lighthouse of wisdom in my court." The farmer thanked Birbal with tears of joy, and the entire court applauded the clever minister. Moral of the story: wisdom comes from observing the world carefully. Even small clues can reveal great truths if we pay attention.